All right, it's me, Chico Dion. Right now, I'm speaking about the Ashley Gonzalez situation. For those who don't know, I'm the one with the Family Dollar, where the little girl was talking bad about black folks in Spanish, and I had to check that shiggity. So, about Ashley Gonzalez, the way she talked about black folks, man, that's the norm. I'm gonna say this first: all Mexicans ain't like that, but a bunch of them are. See, I've heard them same conversations, how she spoke about black folks in English. I've heard them same conversations all my life here in Texas in Spanish. I was raised in Texas. I was raised in Houston. So, and I'm going to say it straight up, yeah, it's a bunch of racism. See, I told Isaiah Carey when he asked me that on his show, he said that I think it was a bunch of racism between, against us who was in the Hispanic community. I told him, if I got to speak Spanish to be all right with a group of people, then I ain't going to do it. I refuse to do it. Like I say, if my ears could speak, man, boy, they'll tell you some hell of a stories. It ain't, man, I'm like, as a kid, I remember being on a city bus and I would hear these people speak bad about black people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? In the penitentiary, I'm like, it's even worse. You know, we everything from Chango, Mayate, Mayuga to Tirachos to Chapapote is tar. You know, I've heard all of it. So the way she spoke in English about us, that's the way they speak about us in Spanish. Trust me, I know. And that's why I told Isaiah Carey, if I got to speak Spanish to be all right with a group of people, then I ain't gonna do it. Man, like I say, look, I heard that stuff so much that the wax in my ears have been melted. I don't even get wax in my ears no more because I've heard so much racism from them people towards us speaking in Spanish. So the way she spoke about us in English, man, that's the way they talk about us in Spanish. And that's why I checked that little girl that day, but I was just trying to let her know, you know, man, at this day and time, it's a bunch of us around here, man. So, like I say, I was raised in Houston before a bunch of Afro-Latinos even popped up, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Colombian. I was raised here. So I know the culture. And I ain't gonna sit up and say, no, it ain't racism, it ain't a bunch of racism. I'll be lying if I say that. And that's why my response was to Isaiah Carey, if I got to speak Spanish to be all right with a group of people, then I just refuse to do that. Hey, it is what it is. Sea lo que sea. You know, I'm gonna say so. I remember one time this little girl cut for me, Mexican girl cut for me. She was telling her mama, I mean, Chico. And I remember going in the house and I remember her mama saying, ¿Quién es el negrito ese? She know who that little nigga right there, you know what I'm saying? She said, oh, este es Chico. I said, tú eres Chico? I said, sí, yo soy Chico. De donde tú eres? Now, oh, you Chico. Now it became all right because I started speaking Spanish. Once again, if I got to speak Spanish to be all right, then I don't want to be all right. Hey, man, with that said, y'all stay blessed. Get back with you, and like always, bye, bye.